Hi guys, how you doing? Here we are again
Hi.
with another video for you. Not the title, what we're going to talk about today is about, do you qualify when you're married? Do you graduate when you're married?
Okay.
Or is the marriage or the wedding day the finishing line?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah? So by that, what I mean is, when you're dating, you're courting, you're preparing for marriage, engagement, that process, there's a lot of effort that goes in, a lot of showpiece in the sense of showing the person and their family and everybody else around you the best of who you are.
Yeah.
And the target date is normally always the wedding.
Yeah.
So when I'm married, this is what it's going to be like. When I'm married, it's like, whoo, I've passed the finishing line. You know when you've got to sprint 100 meters.
I think you could probably include the honeymoon in that.
Yeah, true. And you've got you're racing and you're you get to the finish line. It's like you lean forward. It's like okay, I've made it. And we've seen scenarios where people get married. It's like, woo, okay, I've made it now.
Yeah.
I can just
exhale.
I can relax now. So
why are you trying to show your guns?
No.
What's this about?
Sorry.
Just been to the gym.
Sorry. Yeah, so it's like that kind of whole, like, I've made it now, I can relax. So, gym, people get themselves in shape for the wedding day. After the wedding day, gym, membership, gym's like, hello, there's a missing report. Yeah, this person was here week in, week out and doing personal training and a diet plan, and now they're married. It's like, where are they? Can't see them anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's kind
both, male and female.
Oh, both, 100%. So, is that the point where you can relax? Or is that the point where you have to up your game? What do you think?
Well, I agree with you. I think in the run up to a wedding, everyone's trying to, you're trying to get to the smallest size possible for your dress, or you're trying to smooth out your skin, or you're trying to get your hair, whatever. And I know we were always taught, before we got married and we did the pre-marriage training, we were told that be careful not to present the best of yourself to the world, i.e. your workplace, your boss, your friends when you're going out. But when you're at home, you just kind of,
that's enough. Yes.
The dinosaur onesie comes out, or house clothes that you've had for years, you know, and that kind of thing. And even if the clothes are not a thing, but you just like, you get up and you spent the whole day in the house, you haven't brushed your teeth yet, and you're talking to your husband, but you wouldn't do that to go to work, or the headscarf is on, or the rollers are in,
24/7,
whatever, the hair's greasy, whatever it is. So I think there is that element where you kind of get comfortable, and I don't think, does anyone ever intend to do that? Do you actually stop and think, I've made it now, I've arrived, you know what, letting it all go? I don't think you do.
Because I think when you building up to a wedding day or to a married life, there's that picturesque view of how it can be, and it can be that way, kind of thing. But then some people, because they've had to be separate for such a long time and look so forward to doing the things, relaxing and having those lazy days where you have a lie-in, it can become a theme. You become familiar, you learn each other's habits, and it's like, okay, cool, I haven't got to put in the effort no more because I see you every day, kind of thing. So I think
the thing is, the bits I struggle with, which thankfully haven't been the case for me, but for example, there are those who
Don't sensitize it. Keep it real. Say it as it is. There
are those who, whilst they sleep, get quite hot.
Okay.
And when they arise in the morning, it's not fresh.
When you say those, what do you mean?
People.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Men and women, maybe, who, they might get hot when they're asleep, and then they get out and it's not. And then because you're having a home day, you just lounge around in whatever you've woken up in. And then that becomes the picture, that becomes the person that your husband or wife gets used to. Yeah. There are those with the headscarves that, do they ever go in the wash? Or do you just keep wearing them every night? With products, constant products. Yeah. And if you're not washing it, what does that smell like? I remember I'm thankful to the couple who shared on our pre-marriage course, who said, and she had really lovely big, she was mixed race, big hair, and he used to love to snuggle with his wife, but she said you have to be careful, because if you're not washing out that product and cleaning it and washing the skirt, whatever, that's what he's smelling. Not perfume, not nice in the body scent or shower gel. It's that kind of stuff, and that always made me mindful. And now I wear perfume to bed.
That's what I'm talking about.
I shower before bed, and I put on perfume, I put on deodorant. I mean, I don't put on accessories, but you know, because I'm mindful that I would like you on your dying day. I've never smelt my wife. Like my wife has never smelt bad. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Those things are important to me. Yeah. Some people don't. They're like, you know, this is just me. This is who I am.
Yeah. So I suppose the gist of what we're talking about is maintenance. Is actually when you do get married, and you are in that space where you're constantly together, that kind of stuff. Don't slack. Don't drop off and think, okay, I'm married now. I sit now. I ain't going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. So whatever I give you, deal with it.
And that's not saying you've got to wear silk negligees for around the house and heeled, you know, those heeled slipper. Whatever. No, what you're saying is present yourself in such a way that is still attractive, even when you're in your, you know, tracksuits or whatever in the house. Still be attractive.
Within reason,
you know?
Within
and what
reason.
does attractive mean to your husband? Ask him.
Yeah. And I suppose that it's that whole kind of scenario of continuing to date.
Yes.
When you're married.
Do you know, yesterday, we went on a date last night, courtesy of me, and our eldest son said, what do you mean you're going on a date? And I said, yeah, I'm taking Daddy out on a date tonight. We were having this conversation as we were dropping them off to the babysitters, if you like. And he said, but I thought you only date when you're dating. I said, no, son, you must date when you're married too.
At this point, I put my head in my hands and said, son, I haven't taught you anything.
Anything. But I mean, he's 12.
No, it's not really different. Son, I've passed on a mantle to you. You should have your game tight.
Clearly, you're not communicating
clearly. I've got work to do. I'll put some overtime with this boy. Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
But he's not ready for that yet. He's got another...
But I mean, it's sweet that he asked that. But I think, again, this is important to sow it down into the generations. 100%. Is that when you get married, it doesn't just stop.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
I think we had a course, pre-marriage course, years and years ago, and one of the guys... the theme of that course was keeping it fresh. Yeah, that was his phrase, kind of thing. I think that's what it's about. Is actually when you get married, keep it fresh. Don't just stagnate and think, right now I've seen you every day. All the smoke and mirrors are gone now. I know you in your best and your worst condition. So you love me regardless, God's grace, and I'm just going to give you whatever. No, I think there should be a striving for excellence. Yeah. Within reason. I like not having going OTT, but just being able to maintain. And I always say to guys, when you get married, that's when the hard work starts. That's when the maintenance starts. That's when you've got to be intentional about loving your wife, your spouse, wife and husband, about complimenting, which I'm still learning that, about just making sure that you create an environment where you both can produce the best. And I've seen so many scenarios where there's been a season of just slacking off because of work, because of kids, because of the stresses of life in general. Marriages start to just stagnate and become dead, kind of thing.
I just think there's an element of, you know, like a mind. I don't know. It's like people think, I don't need to anymore, or that I don't think people consciously think, well, I'm now going to stop doing that. Yeah. You know, I think there's habits that form, and I think there's things people sometimes think that's not required anymore. So, for example, and we're all guilty of it. Say, for example, you come home from somewhere, you know, work or whatever, and I'm in the kitchen and you walk towards me. There are times when I will turn and hug you. I'll put my arms around your neck and I will greet you and I'll hug you. The way I would have done, I guess, more so when we were dating and I hadn't seen you since yesterday or day before or whatever.
Yeah, squeeze me up.
Hey, look at you smiling. You love it, yeah. But there are days when you're walking and I'm like, yeah, he'll say, how's it going? Yeah, I'm fine. And I'm juggling. I'm in the oven. I'm this and that, you know, and my back is to you and whatever. And and that can very quickly become the norm. Yeah. To the point where you probably don't even greet each other. You just walk in the house and just start doing what you do when you get home. I suppose that's where the business of life can squeeze the dating part and the fun part out of a relationship, because there's so much to do, especially when you've been married for a long time and the kids are at the age and there's homework to do and the stresses and that kind of stuff. You can't stop investing in each other and in your marriage more so. And like you're saying, having a date night, which the marriage course talks about when we do the marriage course, about having marriage time. A time where once a week it's just that time for you two to just either have fun, have a laugh, just chill out. And that doesn't mean going out or spending money. We have date nights where Rob will be downstairs, I'll be upstairs, and he'll message me and say, what you up to? Do you fancy watching a movie? And I'll be like, yeah, give me 15, 20 minutes, whatever. And I'll make sure I've got myself ready, showered, whatever. And we'll get in and we'll snuggle up together and watch a movie on a laptop or on an iPad. And to me, that's a date night. If we want to discuss and talk, we can. Sometimes we do breakfast together after the school run. You know, be creative with it, but it's just don't let it go.
And I suppose, again, and it happens, I think there's no time limits to when this stuff can start kicking in, i.e. people start taking things for granted. It can be immediately after, really quickly. It can be longer term when you've been married for a longer time, and it's just like, again, life and the treadmill of life can
I tell you what can also affect it as well, and it applies to us, is having two people with a very different pace. So I'm a blitzer. I'm quick, go, rushing all the time, even when I don't need to rush. Rob is more laid back, you know, chilled, moves slower generally. And I think I can be seen to be just always rushing off there, doing this, doing that, whatever. And you're almost, it can end up being in the background, like just waiting for me or waiting for responses or waiting for reactions or whatever. And I think when two people have different paces, it can, you know,
separate.
Yeah, it can. The habit of not doing what you used to do can kick in even quicker. Yeah. So
it's basically just a short, sharp message to say, don't feel like marriage is when you have that wedding day. That's it. You can relax. I think it's important to be around people that can encourage you as well, to keep you on your toes. So I think for me, even when I see couples that have been married for 25, 30 years, and I talk to the guy, and the guy will talk about what he does for his wife and how he treats her, I'm like, okay, you know what? I need to step up. I need to raise my game, kind of thing. So I think it's really important. And I think that way, when you are in that season where you are being intentional, you're making that effort, and the same level of consistency you had before you were married, maintaining that is a witness to people. I think some people, obviously, media will say, oh, it all goes downhill once you get married. No, it increases for me. The love,
there needs to be something to desire, isn't there? When you see a married couple, do you look and think,
that's me, I want that.
You never want to be that person, because every person's individual, every marriage is individual.
Definitely.
But it encouraged me when I saw couples who looked like they actually liked each other. And they couldn't wait to be around each other, or they would hold hands with each other, even though they've been married sort of 23 years or whatever. That encouraged me that there's hope there. But when I saw a lot of married people who didn't even look like they even knew each other.
They're friends, And I think from what encourages me, a lot of the younger guys I spend time with, they'll be like, oh, Uncle Rob, when I'm older, I want to be like you.
Bless them.
And I think that's even that for me is fuel and encouragement. You know, I really got two things actually. It encourages me. I've got to keep pushing and keep doing what we're doing because people are noticing. But also encourages me that I've got to spend time with these guys. And give them a template, a model. Which, trust me, I'm not no kind of benchmark to go for, but a reality of. You can be married for 14, 15 years and still be in love with your wife and still be talking positive about her.
When we say those things, and we all say those things, do we give people the ingredients to be able to have the finished article? That's the thing. So you say to them, you know, love your wife, or make sure you this, or make sure you that. But how?
But that takes time. I think that's what I'm talking about. That investment.
That's what we need to. You know.
Which involves real talk, which involves making yourself available. Even I think, like I say, people see you got to go out. And actually, you can invite guys into your house. With people just to kind of have that
Sometimes
time to share.
Sometimes that's better for them to get around your reality. And
definitely.
see what that looks like.
Definitely. And again, you know, the effort that it takes to maintain it and the challenges that come. And like I would always say, the hardest part of married life is me managing myself and my disciplines, kind of thing. So I've got to be intentional about date night. I've got to be intentional about even recently we went on our date. I was tired. But I got home and I was like, wow, it's date night. Sonia's put effort in to plan this. Bring some energy, bring some enthusiasm, kind of thing, and not just be like, work was tough, or I wasn't out, or whatever. I said, kind of be intentional about making sure that I was like, okay, right, this is our time. Because if it was
hard because I didn't tell Rob what we were doing. So until we arrived at the venue, he had no idea what we were doing. So I guess you trying to get excited about something when you don't even know what it's about.
But I'm conscious that if it was somebody I hadn't seen for ages and they said, look, come, let's link up, let's go, I'd be like excited. They would be talking about stuff, and if it was to go watch a game or anything, I would have given energy. Even though I was tired, I would have been like, I'm looking forward to this. So same thing. I can't, just because we see each other every day, I can't not be energized about us having time together. And even though we were in a group, it was still us.
But the thing is, we kind of had 2 dates yesterday because we went out in the evening, but in the morning we had breakfast together. And so we had time to kind of talk and engage and all that kind of stuff as well. So, and I guess the blessing, because we're self-employed, so we're not bound by hours in the office, if you like. Yeah. We do have that level of freedom, but then like tonight, you're gone. Yeah. Because you've got an event tomorrow. 24 hours,
so, 24 hours, yeah. So,
pluses and minuses. But
So the theme, keep it fresh. Don't feel like when you get married that's it. You can relax and down tools. You've got to be intentional, both the male and the female. Like I say, date night is, I think old traditional side will say that it's the man's responsibility. No, women, surprise your husbands. Take them out, wine and dine them for a change. Not for a change, well, it might be for a change. You know, make sure you're intentional as well about making stuff.
And ideas as well, because it's hard. I find it hard to always think about what we could do. Yeah. And especially if finance isn't there or the weather isn't right or, we don't have a lot of time. We've got a couple of hours or we don't have childcare, so let's do something in the day when they're at school. It's the ideas of what to do because we don't always like the same things. I remember in the early days when I said to Rob, let's go for a walk. What for?
Walk where?
Why are we walking?
Where are we going?
Let's just walk and talk. And it's like, the two things I probably hate the most, like walking and talking. It's getting worse, you know what I mean, as the minutes go by. So it's just ideas. And we had a great idea the other day. Someone suggested a date jar where you write down what you'd like to and put it in a jar. And then that person can pick out the idea and plan for that. And it can
still be a surprise. And it can still be a surprise. Because if this person's picking out independently,
you won't know which one you've picked.
So let's do that. Let's do that for our next time. As well, get some things down.
It's funny. We suggested to everyone else. We didn't even take one of the jars.
No, my game's tight.
But we can get.
I've got a catalogue of date nights.
Yeah, really. You have.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Come on. That's how we do it. So
can I have some money to take you on a date?
That's not how it works. So
cool.
Hope it's encouraged you. Keep it fresh. That's the theme. Keep it fresh.
Keep it fresh.
Keep it fresh. Never let it stagnate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So over and out. We'll see you again soon. And the next time we do a video after this, I'm going to share about what our last date night was because it's going to be my turn to choose.
Oh, what? About what we did yesterday?
No, about the next date night that I chose.
Okay. Yeah? All right.
So let's see how we get on. Okay. Let's see. And you need to give an honest feedback, whether you enjoyed it or not. Honest one as well. Yeah? No pressure. All right. So see you again soon.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.